wanna do an energy check-in. Let's see what's going on with union. Let's get a check-in with the energy, the union energy between masculine and feminine right now. Let's get an overall energy between her as of union. Union, how are you doing? What's going on, union? Okay, we have the Hermit. So masculine and feminines are doing a lot of inner work. They're reflecting. There's probably not a lot of like outside movement. Let's take a look at divine feminine. With your Hermit, what is going on in your, sorry guys, like in your Hermit world. Divine feminine in your Hermit world. What's going on? What's going on? Let's check what's going on in your headspace. Divine feminine headspace. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Love card. Okay. Divine feminines are really, what's on their mind is just kind of emotional balance, I think, and how like basically what is going to be emotionally fulfilling towards love. For love, this wishes fulfillment, like there could be a lot of like because of this introspection of the Hermit, the divine feminine could be feeling emotionally confused, taxed, drained when it comes to like what is this wishes fulfillment looking like, or how is it actually coming true in reference to love. It also could mean that there's a lot of options right now towards self-love. And what I'm picking up is that this introspection, this Hermit mode to guiding towards the inner light, is actually having the divine feminine master this emotional confusion. Like once where there was emotional confusion over like what love or wish, what the Nine of Cups, you know, the wishes fulfilled actually looks like. This Hermit mode right now is absolutely having the divine feminine really re-examine that. And the divine feminine is looking at all these different options, possibilities that still lead to fulfillment and love, creativity, and abundance. So let's see what's going on with the divine masculine. Divine masculine, as you are in Hermit mode, what's on your mind? Divine masculine, what is on your mind? Divine masculine. Divine. Oh, two came out. Let's get one more. Oh, interesting. He's also got lovers. He got the King of Swords, lovers, and the Page of Wands. So yeah, he's definitely making some ideas and some decisions when it comes to honoring, I think, his authentic self. Because like the Lovers card, to me, yeah, it does have to do with like outside relationships. He could really just be getting real. Like this introspection period, I say he, but divine masculines are getting like super real about those choices and ideas that they make, honoring their authenticity, not just about love, but just like how they express and go forward in the world with what they think and their ideas. I think that they're cutting through a lot of bullshit on old ideas or old decisions and concepts, because this Hermit mode is like you can't hide from yourself. Like you have to make a choice. Do you choose love? Do you choose truth? Do you choose to honor your creativity and in your spirit? So love is really interesting. Both of them are examining a lot of self-love and what that looks like. Divine masculine and divine feminine are really looking at their choices, decisions, and then it's like the King of Swords, it says decisions, and then Divine Feminine has the Seven of Cups. It's all about choices. Let's look at Divine Feminine. What's in your heart? We looked at what's on your mind. What's in your heart? We got one card, two. Let's get one more. Divine Feminine, what is in your heart right now? We have intuition and the Five of Swords, and we have the King of Fire. So, you know, I think that absolutely this introspection, again, I'm going to come back because union, this is always about union and balancing the masculine and feminine. And so for the feminine to get into balance, she is examining in her mind, she's like considering other options or multiple options of kind of ending confusions about how this loving, you know, just like how her wishes fulfilled in and around love actually look like, using her intuition to really acknowledge the times maybe that she was conflicted about, like, what does this King of Fire energy, like, how do they bring that to me? Like, trusting your intuition, if you have to fight it, if it's making you feel, you know, like you have to battle yourself, you know, if it's making you, if the DF is, you know, using her intuition, if it's causing the Seven of Cups energy, if it's pulling out more than it's bringing in, she's setting all that on fire. She has a vision now that she's not about to stay conflicted and fighting. I'm sorry, this is the Five of Swords. I don't know if I said that. So not necessarily, I mean, it's more of like this mental idea of like betrayal and loss. And it is conflict too, I think, because it's just a perception. So again, she's definitely using the intuition, right? The intuition, the Hermit, going in within, to look at those times where she felt betrayed and lost, and maybe felt like the king who set her passion on fire is like, you know, maybe there was something a little bit more going on there. Maybe emotionally that she wasn't being so grounded in love. Maybe, you know, this is just what I'm picking up during these introspections. Maybe it wasn't the wishes fulfilled that they thought. If it was causing so much of this Five of Swords, Seven of Cups energy, she's now using her intuition. Oh, I'm sorry, using intuition to be like, you know what? I can actually step into, I can be the King of Wands. I can be the King of Fire for myself, and not take myself through these mental like betrayals and losses. Like, I think the Five of Swords is like you're giving your power over, you know, maybe emotionally in the past. DF has absolutely given your power over. Just being confused, having too many feelings about it, wondering if it really was wishes come true, because it's like you're willing to go hard for what you believe in, you know. You still have this energy. Excuse me, drink some water. You're still very much desiring this in your wishes. I mean, it's in your mind. Love and passion and faithfulness and commitment and joy. I really, you know, what's interesting is the more I do readings is like the King of Wands is amazing. Like, what a fantastic energy. Like, where you at though? But again, this is like stepping into this energy. You can always embody that which you desire, and manifest it to you. Let's check out what is in the DM. Divine Masculine, what's going on in your heart? What's going on in your heart? What's going on in your heart space, Divine Masculine? 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Interesting. That's so funny because when I saw this Divine Feminine card, I was when I said 5 of whatever I said initially, I was thinking 5 of Wands. And so I was like, yeah, they're just like fighting and contention. But so, okay, so they're both, okay, so Divine Masculine, you, in your heart, you are definitely, you're a little freaked out over if this decision, like if you're gonna get this 10 of Cups, I think that because in your mind, you're like kind of going back and forth between like, do I choose love or do I not? Like, and it's not a choice, Divine Masculine. You don't have to choose between having love and then having like your own independence or something. Like, you don't have to choose between that. And I think that because it's like the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, you're feeling really like control issues, like really scared and clinging to fighting against like having your 10 of Cups. This is a decision, though. This is a decision that you get to make, you know, with your King of Swords energy. Are you going to be honest and truthful about what do you want? And maybe you don't. I mean, eventually, it looks like you would want this. Like, you're feeling like you do want your home and security, you know? And to have, like, I mean, the 5 of Wands is, like, to get, I'd say the opposite would be get along, you know? You'd want this home. And so I'm not really sure what the issue is. I guess I could go into it and find out, you know, Divine Masculine, like, what is having you have these, like, weird control issues over, you know, choosing, like, feeling like you need to balance. And again, it's this is what they're going through in their inner battle. Like, this is within their heart. They're feeling a lot of it, because it's the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. A lot of it insecure over actually attaining this harmony and balance and like celebrating of the full home and happy home and everything. I think they're a little concerned about that. But they're thinking about it too. Like, maybe they are considering like, well, why am I just so freakishly controlling and fighting my happiness? Why am I not choosing to be in like commitment? You know, what is so scary about it? What is so scary about it? I don't know, because that's what's happening with this. In the Hermit mode, they're considering this, you know. So let's do this. Let's look at union energy. What is some potential messages that you would like to give? Not potential. What messages, union, would you like to give to both masculine and feminine right now? What is a message that you have for them? For both. The past returns for a time. You guys are definitely doing a lot of reflecting, okay? These ideas or these old ways, like whatever past thoughts or situations, things that come up that revisit ghosts of the past, whatever decisions and thoughts that you have, you know? Think about when the past comes, you know, and it maybe puts you in a cold, you know what, I did what I had to do, or you know what, I was so emotionally all over the place or something like that, and you know, you step into this like betrayal and loss, or like I just had to fight and it was such a test of everything. When you start stepping into that energy, I think it is, you know, union is saying, remember that's the past. You cannot go back to yesterday, all right? You can't even go back to 30 seconds ago to the shit that just came out of your mouth. If you said something and it was like, oh, I wish I didn't say that. Like, we have to be way more thoughtful, wise, reflective, compassionate, knowledgeable before we start making like this decisions to like fight and to betray ourselves, like to be contentious and to be like victim mentality, right? Like, you're not a victim. When the past comes to haunt you, you are not a victim of this. You know why? Because you made it through to here and you still are going forward. So we can never go back and change anything. You can't let it go. Like, you can think about it. You can think about it and you can fight yourself about it. You can. It can make you emotionally drained. And then you can be like, you know what? I'm going to be kind of like I'm going to use like kind of the reverse on this, like the cold, like it is what it is, analytical, you know, instead of using like our lovers and our hearts mentalities, you know, being a lot more creative with our fire, you know, the Page of Wands, like listening to spirit and drawing new inspiration, and then being the king in the warmth and the compassion and the love. You know, when the past returns for a time, I think it's really important to go within and have that choice, because both divine masculine and feminine had huge decision-making cards. It was all about choices and decisions for both. You know, what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose? How are you going to do this inner work right now? How are you doing your inner work? Are you going to stay stuck in the betrayal and the loss and the fighting and the challenges and like that mentality? Or, you know, or what? What can you choose? What's your decision? What is your decision? Well, I don't know if there's really any more to say. We could do, let's do some, what is something that both can look forward to? What is something that they can both look forward to right now? Fulfillment. The fruit, you don't reap the fruit the same day you plant the seed, is what I'm getting from this. Like, you don't benefit, like, it's coming. You know that if you plant things, and what I've been hearing lately is like, you kind of have to plant a lot of seeds because not everything grows. So just be mindful of that, right? Be mindful of the choices of like, where are you giving your efforts? Are you planting seeds into the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords energy? Or are you going to plant the seeds knowing that fulfillment is coming, this beautiful, juicy peach, you know? It doesn't come as soon as you plant the seed, honeys. No. You make a choice to cultivate this every day because it's fulfilling, you know? Love is a choice. Absolutely, love is a choice. To see it grow, to see it fulfilled through. And then, oh my gosh, you know how yummy? It's so fulfilling, like, after you've put in all that work, right? After all that hermit work. I mean, after we finally get through all this Five of Swords, guys, and this Five of Wands and Five of Swords, oh my God, it's so fulfilling. Wishes fulfilled. It's so joyous, like a happy home. Like, she had Nine of Cups. I'm sorry, feminine had Nine of Cups, and then masculine came with the Ten of Cups. This is fulfilling, guys. And Spirit is saying that, right? So be mindful, of course, because everybody's going through their journey right now. We're balancing. It's always a daily balance between the masculine and feminine. Don't judge other people because they're balancing this too. You have to see yourself in others. Like, you know, these choices, of course. Like, am I going to project onto you? Am I going to feel my scarcity? You know, like, I love it. We're all mixed together in this. But through this, like, the seed is being planted, the hermit mode, it's in introspection, it's growing because it's going to be this delicious, oh my God, peach. Well, maybe not everybody likes peach, but just imagine your like sweetest, your hard work, your sweetest fulfillment. Like, some people like to work and they're like, my project, you know, my song, my art, my painting, or my science research, you know, whatever it is. You choose, I think. Wishes fulfilled. Yeah. Intuition in our hermit mode right now. Definitely bringing us to more fulfillment. All right, well, I hope this was fun and helpful. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day.